Today we were shooting the scene when Isabel meets Gloria, and Isabel is kind of getting to know and understand what's Gloria doing there. And she's kind of, I don't know, I think she sees herself in Gloria because it's exactly the same, kind of the same story. So Gloria reminds her a lot of when she got there, and she's trying to, I don't know, she's trying to have some information, and at the same time she's trying to help her so she doesn't get through the same things that she's in. Oh, it's amazing. I love her, and I think we made a lot of chemistry since we were in the audition. So it was amazing. I really love her, and she's she's such a good actress. But even more than that, she's such a great soul and such a great companion, and she's like all the time like having fun and smiling to us and making the set like warmer. So I love her. Yeah. She's amazingly interesting, and she's such a great person, and she has so many things in the world, and she's so visual, and she had all these books and photographs for the movie, and I was like impressed. And I don't know, I think we really connected deeply because I'm really visual too, so I was extremely excited, and she could tell my excitement, and we really connected. I think we were, I don't know. We had like a very long conversation about the character, about how should it be, and we were talking about many characters, and it was, I don't know. I think we connected instantly. So then I did an audition, and it really helped that before we had this conversation and these long talks, because when I went to the audition after that, I felt so comfortable, and I felt so like, I don't know, I felt at home. I felt like that was great. It was like one of the best auditions I've done, because whenever you go to audition, it's so cold, and all the directors you feel like you're under pressure and everybody's watching me. And with Catherine, it was like she was my friend. So, oh, that was amazing. Something that is really interesting. It talks a lot about this woman power and this woman empowerment, that it's like how a woman can actually evolve to her power and to her intelligence. Even, I mean, she, in this case, Gloria is put under a lot of pressure, and it makes her grow up, and it makes her like actually like take herself and demonstrate who she is. So I think it's a very inspiring story. It's extremely inspiring for all the women, and it's I don't know, when I read it, I felt it made me feel like I can be much stronger than I think I am. So I think that's a really deep message this movie has.
So it's really a story of a woman that doesn't know she has the kind of strength and courage to get through this super difficult situation. Every obstacle that's thrown at her, she finds a way to overcome it. So by the end, she really finds her voice. Okay, so Gloria and Suzu are like longtime best friends. I think they feel like they're family, you know. They grew up together for, say, 5 years while Gloria lived in TJ, but those were her formative years where everything happens when you're like 12, 13, 14. So the fact that Gloria's parents died, she had to move back to the States, but kept this strong connection with Suzu the whole time. So when she comes down here, She loves her. She feels like family. These two girls understand each other. She loves her little brother. When everything goes wrong, Gloria will do anything to help save her friend. When I first came to Scout in Tijuana, I was taken to this bull ring, old bull ring that had a giant parking lot. So I suddenly saw, this looks like a Western. It's like this flat landscape, and then you have a mission building over here, and then these weird kind of cool sniper buildings that are half built. So it looked very cinematic. It's right by the ocean. It is right by the border wall. So like everything kind of converges in this great location where we have drone shots and helicopter shots that you see this place. Gina is a phenomenon. She is a superhero. We don't even know where this person came from, except that, of course, since her father was a boxing umpire, he trained her to be like a badass from day one. So she's tough, she's smart, she's beautiful, she's got the crazy work ethic. She will like just try to give it her all. Like we started out in the bull ring, and it was dusty, dirty, filthy. She had to be running back and forth like 50 times, take 2, take 3, you know, and it was real dirt and real smoke and real gravel. And she looks amazing, and she didn't complain, and she's very good, and she's very believable, and she dives right into that character, and you believe that this girl has the mettle, has the inner strength to survive this, you know, because I think we see Gina as a survivor. Because she's there, and you really feel her exertion, her energy, her excitement. She never said, let somebody else do it for me. She was in it, and she was always excited to do stunts and, you know, fall down and be in the dirt, whatever it takes. We were wondering who's going to be Lino, you know, the male, romantic, interesting lead, you know. And I thought that we found this beautiful Brazilian model that I put in the lookbook. I'm like, God, we got to find some handsome and great actor for this. So it was very interesting because one day our studio executive, our VP, Anj, said, hey, I was watching Ray Donovan and I saw this neat guy on there. Why don't you check him out? I watched his episode. He had these piercing green eyes. I'm like, oh my God, he's so good. So we called him, and he is the first person that came in to read for this part. He came in day one at Sony, and Gina, I told Gina, oh, come by if you can. So they read it together. They knew each other from the boxing gym. And when they read the scenes together, it was absolutely magic. You could just see the chemistry. You could see the layers. Nobody else's audition ever came close.
Gloria is like her sister that she never had, and she's her family. I mean, besides her brother, Gloria, it's her other family, you know. And even though they don't see each other as much as they would like to, they are in touch every single day. They text every day, you know, like best friends. It's a woman that rescues the world. So that's great because we never get to see that. And it's a real woman, you know? It's not a superhero. It's not a Wonder Woman. It's a real Wonder Woman. And I think that's the best thing about the film. Gina is great. Gina is great. She's super nice. Like from the first moment we met, we clicked right away. So, and everyone was really happy about that because obviously the whole movie is about that. And and she's amazing. She's a great human being. She's a great actress. She's a professional. She's a pro. I mean, it's an honor to be working with her and with everything that she's been doing for the Latinos. So I'm grateful. I'm happy, and I'm honored to be working and sharing the set with her. She's amazing. She is. She always has a positive attitude, even though we were struggling or whatever. She's always trying to keep calm, and she always speaks in Spanish, which is great because she's like trying to connect with the extras, with whoever is working. She's like, okay, I want you to understand me. So what I got to do, I got to speak in Spanish. I'm gonna speak in Spanish. She starts speaking Spanish. I mean, she's great. I think she's perfect for this film. We need to tell this story. I think we need an eye, a woman's eye, and she has the perfect eye to tell this story.
She is witty and clever and sharp, and I have so much fun with this woman. And she is definitely an example of respectful power. She reigns this power over the set that is respectful and kind and demure and quiet. And I really love that. She definitely has versions of Gloria in herself, because I see her rising to some serious challenges. Ismael is my heart. He's my brother. He's my friend. He's my, soldier in this crazy journey of an experience. Like I said, this film hasn't been easy to make and easily the greatest challenge I've ever taken on, and I love the challenge. But you don't do those challenges alone. You definitely don't go through them alone, and Ismael has been quite the ride or die for me. I went hard in this film. I definitely trained very, very hard, and I was very uncomfortably disciplined. And, I've had to shoot guns and drive crazy cars and run across, a big, huge parking lots back and forth 80 plus times. And I needed stamina for this film. And I thank Sony so much for having my back in that, because I don't know how I could have done that alone. Mexico is gorgeous. Mexico is gorgeous. The people are phenomenal and welcoming and loving and kind, and couldn't have had a better experience. Knock on wood, so far it's been incredible. We've also gone to some really incredible locations. I mean, right now we're in El Encuentro in Valle de Guadalupe. It's absolutely stunning. I absolutely love Gloria and this woman that we haven't seen, that is more introverted and more solitude, and isn't as boisterous and as outwardly strong as one sees, but has this depth of love and inner strength that we get to see portrayed on screen. We get to see facets of women through art, and I think right now is a beautiful time to celebrate the different faces of a woman and the different strengths of a woman. And we've projected some on screen, and now we get to see this new girl, this new woman that I don't feel is often portrayed, especially in the Latino culture. Gloria her character isn't similar to mine, so it's been awesome transformation in that respect. But the things that she goes through, the stunts she has to perform, again, quiet stunts, I've been able to do myself, and that's where I get my thrill for sure, because I am an adrenaline junkie. And even going into this film, I knew that Gloria had a different body structure than my character Jane, than the character that I work on the majority of the year. So because of that, I went into nutritionist, I got a trainer, I got very disciplined and very focused.
Gloria to Lino, there's many parts of that. When they first meet, it's a very practical, utilitarian relationship. She's a pawn, and he can get some use of her to transport certain things across the border, etc., etc. But as the movie progresses and the story moves along, he sees in her a fire that maybe he doesn't even see in his own squad of the Estrellas. I believe he sees in her a lot of himself. Like, she has what it takes to live in that world that they're in and thrive. What attracted me to Lino, to the role of Lino, is, I like in general, as an actor and as an artist, I like things that show humanity for what it is, the underbelly. I think we all have equal parts of goodness and badness, just to give it a word. But in who we are as humans, we mess up consistently. We all have vices. I think 100% of the population has a vice, whatever that is, and it expresses itself in different ways. So I like characters that you can see that ugliness, you can see the brokenness, you can see the confusion, the violence, but still within you can see all these redeeming qualities, like the truth of it. Why do they do that? Working with Catherine has been such an honor. First, anybody that's met her, it's a very, very unique energy that only comes from Catherine Hardwick. I went into my audition, and the way she greeted me made me so confused, because I was like, have I met her before? And I'm a very familiar guy. I hug and kiss, and I will just, like, from the get-go, like, we're all humanhood. Let's just share the love. But the way she greeted me, I was like, quickly, where did you meet her? Where did y'all chill? Like, what happened? And it was just that. She's like, just popped out of a corner. It's like, hey, man. She's kind of like that beach vibe, like super rad, rock and roll. Let's do it. Let's go till the last consequence while still having fun and being respected and respectful. She's such a collaborator. She has an eye. I just feel completely supported. We did our audition. I had met her before. We boxed at the same gym. So we were like, had this casual relationship, and then when I went to the audition, she just happened to be there, and they asked them if she could read with me. It was the best thing ever. It was, I feel, to me, saying this the other day, 80% of acting is your scene partner. So I every day, even if it's like the most daunting scene, if I'm doing it with Gina, I know it's gonna be okay. I feel entirely supported, and I could have not have asked for someone better to share this experience with. As a story, what makes it universal to me, there's I think everyone's gonna find a thing here and there, but for me, I think in this day and age, we keep intersecting more and more and more. And a lot of people, with all the connection that we have, we feel that we don't belong. Even though we're connected, at the same time we're so disconnected, and with all this information and travel, etc., etc. A lot of people are just, it's hard for them to find their place in this world and this consistent journey of where do I fit, am I from, where should I go, and why don't I feel home here. I think that's at the heart of both Lino and Gloria. Like these two people are just trying to find their place.
Pollo doesn't really like Gloria, not a little bit. He doesn't trust her. He observes what happens with Lino, because in a moment he forgets we're just using this girl to do things that work out for us, and then he starts to fall for her. And when this happens, Pollo tries to do something like, make Lino understand what's happening, but Lino is just so blind now. He won't even listen to Pollo anymore. For me, it's been an adventure, it's like a dream come true. It's like being a little boy again, We filmed this scene, in the gunshots and the training and the preparation for all of it to happen, and it's like playing with the look, changing her, the tattoos, the hair, the makeup, the wardrobe, everything. I mean, it's just, you look at yourself with the rest of them, it's like, yeah, man, we're doing this, we rock. So yeah, it's fun. I think and every character is, I mean, you feel the same way, but a bad guy, it's just exciting. Working with Gina is fun. She, I don't know, it's catchy. Her energy, she just comes in the room and she fills it with all her energy, and like, she shines, and it's just impossible not to notice her and be there and have fun. But when we get to the set and we get to do our stuff, I mean, she's just focused on what she has to do. She's very professional. She's figuring out what can work, what can't work, what's better, and it's good. I think we team up and we make it work, and it's fun. I'm always like, I give her the look. She's like, whoa, 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 Pollo, you don't have to do that right now, okay? So yeah, it's fun working with her. Shooting in Baja California has been a great experience. I'm from Mexico, I'm from Morelia, Michoacán, but I had never been in this part of Valle de Guadalupe, and the hotel and this place where we're shooting right now, it has an incredible view. It's beautiful. You just wake up to this. It's just a privilege to be able to be here and enjoy it. It's been great. And in Tijuana, it's been great too. It's like a warm family now. The people over here, they know us now. They know we're doing a movie in Tijuana. They know, they identify us. So it's really cool.